kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my way to bleed?
Welcome to Wartburg Esports Rocket League. We have Wartburg versus St. Mary. This is the last game of NECC regular season, so pretty important game. If we don't win this game, we are not in playoffs, guaranteed. If we do win, then we need a few other things to go right. We need a specific team to win and a specific team to lose, and then we're in. So we need a win to give us a chance.
Yeah, and that's with some tiebreakers falling our way as well. No guarantee of it.
No guarantee at all. I think we have the tiebreak going our way anyway due to head-to-head matchups.
There's at least one. I think with the teams currently split on record, we're 1-1. There's one team that we've beaten, one that we've lost to.
Yeah, that's why we need to be specific who wins, who loses. Yeah. So it's competitive. I mean, that's also what happens in a shorter season like the NECC, you know, only 7 games in the regular season where, I mean, like soccer plays like 15 or something. So. And Wartburg is going to take the first goal there. Electric step, sneaking that one off the post. Almost hit the post and went out.
Yeah, right off the crossbar. That's a... Yeah, defender's a little too late to it, a little too shallow.
Yeah, I think on paper, Wartburg is extremely favored to win this game, at least rank-wise from the other team, so, which you can kind of see from that defender being a little slow to get to that. And once again, Wartburg's rocking the newer lineup with Apothic Dark in for Crop Duster. Oh, and that could have been a goal for St. Mary, but the goal was whiffed.
Yeah, that one looked for certain there. Again, just a little bit too late.
G-Man Little gets a little bit of a missed touch. Going to take it back around the other way. I guess to introduce the other team, we have Dogathan, Fish Spirit, and Rylan
Nowak? I'm assuming that's just a name as their tag. It's very interesting to go with.
Dogathan is a pretty
I was gonna say that one's pretty good.
And shout out to Fish Spirit. You know, I gotta rep Fish Spirit.
Missing a letter though, so I don't know.
True. Fake fish there. And that demo will open up the goal as Apothic Dark sneaks it in the left side.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of where you need to place yourself in the case. It's not always about where the other people are, as long as you get yourself in a position to do what really matters.
Yeah, demos are huge in this game. It's controversial. Some people hate them, some people love them. But Wartburg making good use of them either way. Oh, and G-Man almost got it past the last defender. Uh-oh, and this is a dangerous clear. It might be on target. No, it's going a little bit left. Electric Step misses the clear, but it doesn't look like anyone's up. And Rylan Nowak going to be there. St. Mary takes their first goal of this game. 1-2, Wartburg's still in the lead. About half the game done.
Something I've noticed about their cars, 2 of them are wearing just soccer jersey cars. One of them is France, one of them's Belgium. I don't know which is which. I guess Fish Spirit's the Belgian one. That's
yeah,
what's
they did a collab pretty recently there. And as we were talking about these cars, man, G-Man with another quick goal. Wartburg with 3 goals already in this game after another demo. And a great passing play. Apothic Dark just flicking that one center field. G-Man's right there to put it away. Dangerous kickoff now. That goes center field. Wartburg's in danger, but G-Man's on the backboard to clear that one away.
I'm trying to still reactivate my Rocket League brain. It's been a little while since I've played, so I'm just trying to remember what all goes through the thoughts.
Yeah, it's all about rotations in Rocket League, which is pretty odd. And G-Man gets a flick in the bump, but there's a third defender. Yeah, it's a weird game because you don't necessarily have positions in this game like you do in most other games in sports. It's all about everybody just kind of cycling through one at a time, playing whatever position needs to be played at that moment.
I can tell you I had a position when I played with my friends, and that was goalie because they were good and I was not.
Yeah. It's weird because most people when they first start playing this game think that you need an all-time goalie, but realistically that doesn't work as well because if you're stationary in goal, it's hard to accelerate to go save a ball, so you need to have speed going into the net. And G-Man Little sneaks it past that goalie who did not have enough speed to get to that one.
Yeah, that one off the backboard, drops straight down. Fender actually gets a touch on it.
Yeah,
G-Man just perfect.
Dunked on the goal line. 4-1, Wartburg running away with this one. And Ryland's up, goes off the backboard. Fish Spirit dumps in middle. Nobody's there to shoot. Oh, Wartburg doing some sneaky passing plays right on the goal line. It's not going to go through that time, but it might in the future if they keep that up. The Fish Spirit gets a free ball here. He's dribbling downfield, flicks it past one. G-Man's going to be there to scoop it to the corner.
Back towards the center, though. Nothing enough in the air.
Electrostat flicks it past one. There's been lots of dribbling plays already this game. So many opportunities to flick, just so much space. I know in practice, one of the main things we've been working on as a team is recognizing when we have space and utilizing it as much as possible.
And the problem there is kind of, those are two completely separate steps that you just have to find a way to put together. There's G-Man Little, hat trick for him.
Yeah, I'm sure St. Mary at this point is going all offense, taking all the risks they possibly can. But with 5 seconds left, that's not going to be enough to do it for sure. So Wartburg taking this one 5-1. Never mind, make it 6-1. One more goal for their troubles.
One more goal, 3 less seconds. I think St. Mary's got this. you never want to be a doubter.
It's never over until the clock hits 0.
Even that in Rocket League, it's not.
Yeah, still. And there it is. GG is going in the chat. Wartburg takes game 1. Honestly, Wartburg just looked like the better team all around. They passed better on offense. They were able to break out of defense pretty easily. St. Mary did have a few more opportunities, though, to score. There was one whiffed goal that was wide open net. They got that one goal. I think there was maybe like one other chance that they had to score. So Wartburg still needs to be careful on defense, but I mean, if they're going to continue scoring 6 goals every game, it's going to be probably a clean sweep.
Yeah, and especially with just the amount of shots aren't always a great indicator because sometimes you just get a weak shot that kind of bounces off your car. But when you look at a total of, what's that, 11 to 3, it's kind of not exactly going to set yourself up for the greatest amount of scoring opportunities.
Yeah, 11 shots on net is an insane amount of pressure. But that's what Wartburg has done all season. You know, they're so good at maintaining that offensive pressure and then finding the gap eventually. I feel like, we could probably look at some stats if we go to ballchasing.com and upload it all at replays, and we could probably see how much time Wartburg spends on offense compared to defense. And honestly, it's probably like 70-30. And demos are huge too. You know, Wartburg with the 5 demos. That's a stat I always like to see on this scoreboard because you don't see that on a normal scoreboard. 5 demos to 2. It's usually the team with more demos gets the win. Because usually demos indicate who's playing faster, who has more boost and better boost management. And it's a lot easier to get demos when you're on offense as well, so. A strong start to Wartburg here. This one's floating in front of the net. And a huge bump from Dogathan. That might have been a goal for Wartburg if he didn't get that bump.
Yeah, just a safe play to make sure that, I mean, if the person on offense can't shoot, they can't score.
Electric step, pops it over 1. He kind of flipped a little bit too early there. He's got to maintain possession of the ball without flipping, because once you flip, your car's committed to the kind of that flip animation. You can't change the direction of your car. So you want to avoid flipping unless you absolutely have to. And Apothic Dark pops that one high off the backboard. St. Mary's going to be there to clear it away, though, but I thought Wartburg was going to be able to maintain possession. They kind of do. A little bit of a fake passing play here. The net was open. The fake to the pass worked. Just the shot was not on target.
Yeah, I just cut the wrong side of the bodywork in terms of the angle that it flew at. But yeah, that was a completely open net. Wartburg normally able to capitalize on it, though.
Just yeah, that would have been a highlight play for sure. The fake challenge into the pass. Great stuff there. And that shot goes wide, too. I mean, that was a tough angle. But still, like, already these shots are starting to fall, or not fall yet, but they're on target. And there we go. Now one finally falls. Apothic Dark's going to find the corner there. We look at the shot differential. It's 3 shots already for Wartburg. Only 1 shot for St. Mary.
Yeah, just, I'm not sure if it was missed timing by St. Mary. Just let the ball fall straight into the middle. That's never what you want to do.
A little bit of a back pass from Fish Spirit, but it's not going to be fast enough. Leaving his teammates in a dangerous spot. That net might be open now. Ooh, and St. Mary's get back just in time.
Yeah, nice save there by Dogathan. Looks like he was running out of boost as it happened, too.
Soft touch from Electric Step. Opts not to go for the possession. Tries to get a bump downfield. Oh, and the pass almost made it through as well. Great defense from St. Mary to recognize that passing opportunity. I think that's going a little bit too far right. Yep, an Electric Step was there anyway. And going back to that passing play that was shut down just there by St. Mary, something that's really unique about Rocket League is it's similar in a way to traditional sports where you have kind of this cone of vision that you can see. Just like in real life, you don't see a top-down view of a field. You're actually having to actively look around to get information. So sometimes when people are behind you, it can be really tough to know that a pass is about to happen. And you think you have time when you don't. So great awareness there for them to be able to shut down that passing play.
Yeah, and then it always comes down to a player's preference on how much they want to use ball cam or just tilt it along with the right stick.
Yeah, you got to be looking around. I know when I play, I'm actively just mashing the change camera button between ball cam and car cam, which I do it a little bit too much, I will be honest. Because there are some things you should be able to do without looking, like grabbing boost. Got to just know where that's at. And I've seen people also use the like an eye tracker software when playing Rocket League. And you would think that they'd be looking at a bunch of different stuff. Realistically, they're just kind of staring at the ball the whole time. And so much of Rocket League is about using your peripheral vision to see where people are on the field.
And that kind of relates to the, I guess, physical sports. Is that one sort of an own goal as it dribbles in for Apothic Dark? But yeah, it's kind of what you said, where it's like in traditional sports, you're losing a lot of more than just where you're looking straight ahead. It's kind of, I mean, for something like basketball, you're looking for anything open, as well as if you see someone cutting around, defenders lining up on you. It's kind of all the same, just one's in real life, one's on a screen.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a minute 20 left in this game. Wartburg, not with the 6 goals they had before. Never mind. Maybe they will. They commentators curse. They wanted to prove me wrong. But 3 goals now. And no goals yet for St. Mary. And once again, we can see that shot differential. G-Man with no shots this time, but he's been the playmaker. 2 assists. We have 9 shots for the side of Wartburg. Only 3 shots on the side of St. Mary. And while quality shots can be important, sometimes just sheer numbers give you just more chances to score. And every shot forces defenders to use boost to make that save. And so even if the shot doesn't go in, it's still a great trade for resources. Oh, G-Man with not an ideal touch making that save. Just drops it right down to St. Mary. But Apothic Darks makes a fantastic read off the backboard there to clear it away. And a goal opportunity! Oh, Apothic Dark didn't have the boost to get to it. Ended up being a little bit of a fake, and G-Man squeezed it in the corner.
I mean, it kind of cut it off there, but just in terms of how Electric Step read that ball, too, from the corner. I mean, a player my skill level keeps driving forward. That one bounces off the ceiling. But he knew what was happening, knew he didn't have the time to reach it before it hit the wall, so he drove up, popped it over to the center. G-Man Little just puts it away.
And to get a touch that soft where your teammates can follow it up rather than just beaming it to the other side is really, really tough. One of the hardest parts about Rocket League at the higher levels is being able to drive your car extremely quickly, but touch the ball softly so you can possess it. So usually when your car is driving so fast, you're going to hit the ball hard and you won't be able to stay near it. But the really talented players can do both. And as the clock ticks down here, Wartburg will be the victors of Game 2 here. Maybe they'll get another one for the road. Apothic Dark trying to go absolutely crazy there.
Yeah, anything to pad the stats on the tiebreakers.
12-3 now on this shot count. Once again, 3 demos to 1. So these stats continue to be true. And saves, although they sound good, can kind of be bad if you have too many saves, because that means you're on defense for way too long.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it means that you're stopping a few, but, I mean, it doesn't matter when you're allowing 4 through, and especially when you're not giving, you're making your opponent not have to save much. As my phone falls out of my pocket. If you're making your opponent not have to save much, it proves that you're not doing too much. And even then, every single shot was a save. Nothing even was deflected at all. So every time St. Mary went on offense there, it was matched perfectly by the Knights.
Yeah. And heading into Game 3 here, Wartburg looking to make a clean sweep. In an ideal world, Wartburg will want to clean sweep to have the best game differential going into any tiebreak situation. But I believe in our particular situation, it will come down to the head-to-head first. So the game differential may not even matter.
I guess what I just said kind of brings a good question to my mind. Do you always say Wartburg, or do you drop Knights in there ever when you're on the headset?
I feel like I usually just say Wartburg, but Knights is a good switcheroo.
I often find myself saying Knights because I'm used to, with traditional sports, always mascot first before anything, really.
Yeah, I guess I kind of just say what's on the screen.
Makes sense.
But anyway, a minute of gameplay gone here, and no goals yet. This might be the first time so far this series that has happened. And never mind, it didn't quite get to a minute. I keep speaking too soon. St. Mary finds the first goal of this game. First time they've been in the lead all series. Let's see how they can handle this.
Yeah, Wartburg just kind of caught themselves lacking, all grouped up in the corner. No one able to find themselves turn around, get to the net.
A little bit of a team bump there on the side of St. Mary. Could have been costly. Apothic Dark takes it off the sidewall. This is what they've been working on. Gets the flip reset, gets it past one, and it's in! Apothic Dark with an incredible flip reset play.
I can't even speak on that one. That was just absurd to see. That's the type of things that, I mean, it's like that's the thing you have to practice, and once you are able to execute it, it just feels so rewarding in any game, but especially when a game's so technical like Rocket League in terms of just how physics are handled.
You have to be so precise in order to get a flip reset in this game. For any of those of you watching who don't know what a flip reset is, the game allows you to do a flip, which gives you a little extra power when you hit the ball. Shortly after you jump, and as I say this, an own goal happens from Apothic Dark. He gets the flip reset and then an own goal. But yeah, so you can use your flip after jumping off the ground to get that extra power. But if you're in the air for too long, the ability to flip goes away. You can only flip shortly after jumping. The way you get your flip back is by once again touching the ground, right? So, but in the physics engine, if you touch all 4 wheels to the ball at the same time, the game thinks that you landed once again, even though you technically just landed on the ball, and you're able to use your flip once again, which you can get a surprising burst of speed and power on the ball midair. G-Man little, or that's not G-Man, that was Electric Step. Had a shot opportunity there, put it wide. G-Man going for a flip reset of his own, but once again, you can see how technical it is. It's so difficult to orient your car in such a way that all 4 wheels are going to hit the ball at the same time.
Yeah, cars aren't exactly made to put all 4 on a round object.
Yeah, and since you're in the air, the only way you can control your car is forward, because you can only boost in the air. So it's easy to hit the ball with the nose of your car. It's really difficult to hit it with the underside of your car. And Wartburg with a goal line save. They're running low on boost here. G-Man was able to get a corner boost, but he's not on ball right now. The passing play at least going to buy them some space. Electric Step taking it downfield. Gets the full boost in the midfield. Pops it up for Apothic Dark, and he scores it! St. Mary, a little bit of a breakdown on defense. They had somebody else behind them to make the save, but instead redirected it into the net.
Yeah, and you saw the guy on the goal line just go for it. Just
not expecting their teammate to be the one scoring on them. Apothic Dark takes this one to the side, gets another touch off the wall. Quick wave dash to pick up speed. Grabs the corner boost, trying to get a demo. Gets one through. It might be an open net here. G-Man puts it wide. More demos coming out from Apothic Dark. That's just incredible control of the field there. When you force someone to be completely out of the game for like a whole 3 seconds, that can really do damage. And Apothic Dark's going to capitalize there. That ball rolling towards the net. Fish Spirit forced to make an uncomfortable touch, ends up popping at midfield for Apothic Dark to score it. And Wartburg takes the lead right back. 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, and you can kind of just see by the assist numbers, not always too telling of how a play is made, but just Apothic Dark able to do a lot of things by himself in terms of capitalizing. I mean, obviously the flip reset was a solo goal, and then that last one was just into capitalization on St. Mary's little mistake. Only 1 goal has the assist for the Knights.
Yeah, which is different from the first game we saw. I believe we had a lot of assists in those 6 goals that happened.
Apothic Dark went for the demo there. Just kind of shoves the defender in the way of the ball.
Electric Step gets it past 1, is able to possess, still has 77 boosts to work with. Pops it over another. And gets a little bit wheel locked with Fish Spirit there. Electric Step created a lot of space there. As you saw St. Mary all grouped up on the goal line, but they were able to break out of defense here. And Wartburg just needs to hold on to this lead for less than a minute now. And they will be the winner of tonight's series, as this is just a best of 5 tonight. Great defense for St. Mary there. Wartburg going for a little bit of double touch off the backboard. Fast play from Apothic Dark to get the first touch, jump off the wall, and get another touch on the ball before anybody else has a chance. Electric Step leaves that one for G-Man. G-Man gets denied right away. No time to make anything happen with that ball. Wartburg on the defensive, just 20 seconds left. They just want to play safe, buy as much time as possible. That ball gets centered, and that clear is going to do it. It might even be a goal. It will be. And you know, St. Mary, they had 10 seconds left, right? They had to take every risk they could on offense to give themselves the best chance. So giving up a goal, I mean, it's going to happen, but you got to do what you got to do to try to score.
Yeah, and they'll be praying for a kickoff goal here.
Yeah, if they want any chance, because as long as the clock's at 0, the game will keep going as long as the ball's in the air. But you can only score 1 goal with the game with the clock at 0. So you want to make sure you can get it down to a 1-goal difference, and they do. 2 seconds left, man. We are just forecasting the future right now on these on the comms here.
Yeah, and I mean, they have to do everything they can. It's like you said, as soon as that ball touches the ground, it will be game over. And essentially, it's after the pop-off on kickoff, not much time left. They double send on the size.
and Wartburg will just let that one fall. There is a strategy there. If you send 2 people and you try to score it directly into the net right off kickoff, the pros do it. It's super inconsistent, but it is possible. So I guess that's what they were going for. But GG's to St. Mary. The Wartburg Knights are the victors here tonight, taking a clean sweep 3-0. And, yeah, this was the last game of regular season, so we'll have to stay tuned, see how the rest of the games play out tonight to know if the Knights will continue into the postseason or not. It's the top 4 teams make it from each division. There's an A and B division for each geographical location. So, yeah, we'll have to see if we're the top 4 teams in our letter grouping, and then the top 4 teams of the other letter grouping go, and there will be 8 teams in a playoff bracket. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Stay tuned on social media. I'm sure we'll be posting something if we are going to make playoffs. But that's not it for Wartburg Rocket League yet tonight. We still have another game. The Wartburg White team will be playing at 8 o'clock tonight, so we'll be back in here for another game.
16th floor. I just need a little more. Rocking out to Lorna Shore, making that thing swing back and forth. Look at us, we're out of sorts. Thank God we're not keeping score. Losing our mind to cannibal chords, making that thing swing back and forth. Going up to the 16th floor, I just need a little more. Rocking out to Lorna Shore, making that thing swing back and forth. Look at us, we're out of sorts. Thank God we're not keeping score. Losing our mind to cannibal chords, making that thing swing back and forth. Making that thing swing back and forth. Going up to the 16th floor, I just need a little more. Rocking out to Lorna Shore, making that thing swing back and forth. Look at us, we're out of sorts. Thank God we're not keeping score. Losing our mind to cannibal chords, making that thing swing back and forth. A little more. Keeping score. Back and forth. We're not keeping score. Making that thing swing back and forth.
I'm walking around in the circle of life, doing the things I know, walking the same ways 100 times with the same soul. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But do you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind? You run, drive, roll your mind. 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 Seeing all the watering fill your eyes, doing the things they know, talking about the same old stories they've heard, about the people they think they
It always goes much better in my head, but the feelings end up wasted. So I'm sorry for breaking down when you said you got me. I'm used to being let down, but I'm hoping if I'm falling too fast, then you'll catch me. You'll catch me. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash? I'm so afraid that you'll run out of patience. Trust me, I know how it feels to be hopelessly waiting. Sometimes I don't know if I can even change, but I'm still trying. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash?
Waste another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I were safe and sound. working round the clock. Now all we need is right here in front of us. In front of us. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I are safe and sound. Can we just slow down? And we can slow waste another day. I don't wanna stay. You say you need a change, you feel that you need it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time. Buying things online, it's not like we need them. Safe and sound.
Let's make this one. Let's make this one. Money. Money. I got lost tonight under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find under the stars up in the sky. I got lost tonight under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find under the stars up in the sky. I don't know where to take this, I don't wanna break this. We're living in the moment, we're living in the moment. Your head is on my shoulder, but we're getting older. Baby, it's you and I. You and I.
The truth is a damn hard pill to swallow. I'm reaching out, but all I feel is hollow. I wanna make you work, but all I do is make you worse. The truth is a damn hard pill to swallow. Don't you wanna come on over? Don't you wanna work it out? Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me now? Don't you wanna fix our problems? Baby, I can show you how. Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me now? Don't you wanna come on over? Don't you wanna work it out? Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me now? Don't you wanna fix our problems? Baby, I can show you how. Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me now? Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me now? Don't you wanna come on over? Don't you wanna work it out? Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me now? Don't you wanna fix our problems? Baby, I can show you how. Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me
And we are here with game number 2, well, game number 1, series number 2, Wartburg White versus Buena Vista University. And this will also be a very important game for this Rocket League team as well. They will need to win this game to, I'm not sure if it's secure playoffs or have a chance at playoffs, but a win is necessary. We will check right now so we can get the actual stats here for you guys. It will be very important.
Actually, if I do it that way, I'm going to grab my laptop because it's way easier.
Yep. The League OS website, not the most mobile friendly. But shout out to League OS. We're fans of theirs. Really grateful for their product that they've put out and that we've been able to use it. Way better than the way our league used to do it with just Google Sheets. So shout outs to them and their whole crew over there at League OS. And for the lineup for Wartburg White, we have Lewis and Clark, Sedsky, and Crab. And on the side of Buena Vista, we have Big Mario J, C Maestro, and Legend DMM.
I love tags. I love when people get to make tags and they're just so random.
I know, when there's no spaces, I have to like read it twice so I don't say something I don't want to say. You know, shout out to Big Mario for using the Mario car. Actually, I think that might be a Hot Wheels car.
It is.
There is, if you play on the Switch, there is a Mario and Luigi car that you can use.
Yeah, but that's
only on Switch. I forgot that it just reskins it if you use it and you play on PC.
Because it's Nintendo, and they don't like their IPs going elsewhere, despite the fact that it's a cross-platform game.
The Hot Wheels car with the Ghostbuster wheels, I have to think that it's a randomized car, one would think.
You would think. I guess that kind of also brings into question what hitbox it has.
I believe that one has the hybrid hitbox.
Okay.
Either that or Dominus. It's one of those two.
It looks chunky enough to have Dominus.
And Crab had a wide open net, but put it wide. That could have been the first goal of the game. I'm sure he's beating himself up about that one. And I'm sure his teammates are bullying him as well.
Yeah, I do believe a win here would secure playoffs because currently sitting below them is UNI Gold, who they have beaten already. They have, however, lost to Northwestern. So either way, what it's looking like is there are 3 4-2 teams, Northwestern, us, and then UNI's Gold team. If one of these teams loses while the other 2 win, the other 2 are guaranteed to play in. However, actually, I suppose I should check who Northwestern and UNI are playing.
Yeah, it could depend a lot on how those games are looking.
So Northwestern has already won their game, so they are a lock for the playoffs, it seems like. 'Cause I think... No, they lost to UNI. So it's, again, another case of depends on who wins, who loses. While UNI is currently playing Augustana.
And Wartburg, they're on offense, have some really threatening pressure here multiple times, just unable to find the back of the net. We saw a double touch. We saw a air dribble into an almost pass, but a little bit of miscommunication. We see it again. Lewis and Clark going for a solo play. Not going to connect on that one, but we saw that open net miss earlier. So Wartburg definitely looking like the opportunities are there. They just need to start to capitalize. And in practice, the thing we've mostly been talking about with this team is, and as I say that, Sedsky's there to clean up that goal from pass from Lewis and Clark. First goal of the game with only 47 seconds left. A pretty scoreless game for a while. And we have an update now. I believe that since Cornell lost and Wartburg won, we are in.
We're tied. They would be tied on record. They do have, I believe they have. Yeah, Cornell currently has the tiebreaker against us. So it really is all up to MST, but even then they're playing the top seed.
Oh, so we also need MST to lose as well versus MVC. So
yeah, I think it was the Cornell match
yet.
that didn't matter, really. But it's obviously if they lose, that's nicer. In terms
well,
of
I think both might have had to happen because I think that they also have the head-to-head matchup against us. Cornell does.
See if I can pull up any sort of stream for.
And the second goal there, but Lewis and Clark. That's going to probably secure the win there. The 2-goal cushion is always what you want. When the clock hits 0, you can't score 2 goals. You can only score 1. So having the 2-goal cushion is always just a nice buffer. Lets you take that sigh of relief. But as I was saying earlier, the things that we were really talking about with Wartburg White for them to improve is just rotating out wider and rotating out back post. One of the more basic things in Rocket League fundamentals, but hey, sometimes you got to revisit those fundamentals and make sure they're solid. And that is game 1. Wartburg winning 2-0. We see Big Mario only had 38 points. That's not ideal. You'd like to see every player get involved a little bit more in the play. But once again, all the stats we pointed out last series holds true. The shot count differential 6-3 and the demo differential 4-1. And heading right into game 2.
I was going to say something after looking, but I don't get the chance to. As I currently have the Missouri Valley MST game pulled up as Seti instant goal.
Yeah, just right off the kickoff. Takes it high off the wall. Takes one touch. Probably wanted to follow it for a double. And I think every team just kind of thought that it was missing, but found the corner.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you find a ball in the top corner, especially coming straight down, that's perfectly placed. Good luck getting to that.
We see Setsky rotating front post there, kind of cutting off his teammate. That's one of the main issues that Wartburg needs to fix. It might be enough to get them through today, but if they want to really capitalize and go far in playoff run, if they win here today, They are absolutely going to need to start rotating back post. And we see Crab getting a great first touch. Goes for the flip reset. Unable to get the flip reset. And there we go. We see another front post rotation coming out. They're bumping their own teammates. In twos, that can be fine. But in threes, you got to rotate the other way. You got to rotate out of the play. So you're not in the way of your teammates. And also, you can get more information. When you swing out wide, you can have sight of the whole field and all of the players on the field.
Maestro hitting it back towards his own goal. Almost pays for it off the crossbar, though.
Yeah, that should have been a goal for Wartburg, 100%. As that double touch doesn't fall for Sedsky. Crab unable to get the follow-up touch either. Crab needed to save his flip there. He used both jumps right away to try to get height. But if you save the flip, you can get power. And Legend will find the goal there.
Yeah, everybody just kind of up in the air, swinging randomly at the ball. Legend just able to tap it in. Crab also actually got to that one just a little late.
Tied 1-1. Still plenty of time left in this game. Now BVU taking a shot on net. It's going to be a little slow. Crab going to possess that one. Lose the 50 into the corner now. Sedsky going to have to make a defensive stop here. Gets it over him. Is anyone home? Yes, Lewis and Clark is on the goal line. And Crab takes this to the corner. Gets a solo play off the wall. Only 47 boosts to work with. Let's see what he does. He opts to fake it. Goes under one. Doesn't stay on the ball, though. Gives it up to Legend.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know I heard a demo just somewhere.
Oh, looks like people are typing in chat. I'm not 100% sure what they said, but not sure if people are lagging or what. Yeah, it seems like there's been quite a bit of lag this game. I'd assume they're opting to reset. So hopefully everything's okay. I do believe that you are supposed to play the game out. I don't know if you're, by the rules, allowed to ask for a reset of the game, but they're tied 1-1. Seems like BVU is okay with it. Helen, you're going to have to leave the game.
Yeah, I mean, I know at least with the Smash team, we've had a problem with that before, where it was kind of. I mean, that was the reason we didn't play our first match against Co. Was that it was internet problems?
Yeah, well, that one was
that was completely different.
Yeah, it was unable to connect because of our NAT type, which is a Nintendo thing. But yeah, this case, I don't know why a lag would just start happening in the middle of that game and only on one of the computers. They're all sitting right next to each other. So
yeah, that's what I mean. It's kind of odd that it's just specifically one, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I do believe that the protocol is if the game's within the first 30 seconds, you're allowed to ask for a reset. Otherwise, you just have to play with one person lagging out real bad. And then you can switch between games. But it should be okay. Seems like we have a good relationship with BVU, so I think they'll be all right with it.
I mean, yeah, they wouldn't have started leaving the game if it was a big issue.
If anything, if they really want to keep it the same, they could each score a goal and then wait for the time to go back to what it was at, which I think was like about 250 or something.
Something like that.
And then they could just do a kickoff then. But we'll probably just reset. It's Rocket League. Games aren't too long anyway.
Does mean, however, I believe the graphic will be wrong in terms of assigning first game winners.
Oh, yes, for the series. The series count might have got reset. I'm probably just waiting for everybody to rejoin the lobby now. Anytime you have lobby errors, it can be a little confusing to get everybody back in.
That's why we need to go back to sit down, old split screen.
And here we go, just resetting the game completely. It looks like the game series game differential is the same, so.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to play it out straight up.
Yep, just resetting the game, which I think that's totally fair too. It was already tied up, so.
Just essentially treat it as additional time.
And now we see Krabs up, going for a solo play. He pops it up, gets another touch. It's going to be saved on the goal line by BVU. Lewis and Clark gets a free ball up the wall. Never mind, it's denied. And now BVU on the offensive. Setsky going to 50 that at midfield. Nobody was in the net. Crab, if he was a little bit faster than that, might have been able to score it. But now the Knights still on the offensive here, putting on some pressure. Lewis and Clark going to fake that one up the wall, take it towards midfield, take a hard 50. Krabs there. No, he's not. See Maestro going to take that one to the sidewall. Gets the full boost, but Setsky's going to be there to deny. He gets a double touch off the ceiling. It was on target. The Legend's going to be there to deny that one. And Crab trying to possess this one out of his own corner. Fakes it past one. It has a full possession now. Looks like Wartburg opting for a demo play. Makes them jump, but Legend jumps in time and is able to make the save. It's so hard to dodge the demo and also get the save there, so props to Legend for being able to do that.
Isn't with Crab there carrying the ball on his head for a little bit.
Yeah, which is incredibly difficult to do, actually.
Setsky just caught the wrong angle on the ball. I don't know if he got, unsure if it was a little bit too over, too under. Either way, the ball ended up going just a little too softly towards the net.
And that shot from Setsky also going to be a little bit too weak to be able to make it to the net. But Wartburg still maintaining this pressure, not letting BVU break out of defense too easily. Some smart 50s, some smart challenges, and good positioning is making this all possible. Setsky off the wall, has a little bit of room to work with. Gets it past one, no more boost though. Pops it up, and two players from BVU come in. They pinch. It's not on target, but that is a great clear. Hard to predict that much power being generated with two cards at the ball at the same time, and that net's just left open. BVU pushed too far up. I think that was Big Mario who was a little bit too far pushed up as third man, as that challenge didn't go through.
Yeah, just sitting at the halfway line, absolutely no coverage in the back.
And great on Lewis and Clark to kind of pass that off the wall to himself there to get it past that other defender. And Wartburg takes the lead now with half of the game time ready to play. All right, Crab off the wall, loses possession a little bit. Lewis and Clark driving backwards, trying to do whatever he can. Setsky is going to pass that one downfield. Lewis and Clark is up, but it's a little bit too hard of a pass. Not able to get to that one. And Wartburg running low on boost now. Lewis and Clark going to fake it to the corner, grab that full boost. Just going to slow the play down. And a dangerous ball bouncing off the ceiling and down, but that shot's going to go wide.
Wow. Cars just flying in the corner. Crab able to boot it out, though.
And now we see the Legend getting a free ball in the corner. Gets it past one. Only 30 boosts to work with. Passes it middle. Nobody's home. Is able to at least get a 50, though, and instead of giving up complete possession. And Setsky with a crazy redirect over the last defender and into the corner of the net.
I have to rewatch. Yeah, I mean, that's just a perfect read right over Big Mario. That's just good to say. Just above their car, and I mean, yeah, that's just a perfect redirect, a perfect read of the situation.
Big Mario was a little slow getting to that one too. And Setsky 50s that one to the corner. Legend has the ball now. Was trying to pass in midfield, but nobody was there. See Maestro now collecting this ball. But Wartburg just not letting them get possession. Every time they think that they have possession, a member of the Knights is there to 50 and shut that down instantly.
Crab just parking up at midfield. Did a pretty decent job of at least stopping what Buena Vista wanted to do. Setsky puts it in all by himself.
Yeah, a great 50 there from Lewis and Clark. Set up Setsky perfectly to get this free ball. One touch off the wall, sees that the defender's up immediately, so pushes the play quickly and is able to take the shot from half field because nobody's back. It's great awareness there of how the defense is responding and makes the adjustment. Setsky with a great challenge in the corner. Crab is up. Can he beat everybody? He does beat people to the ball, but it's not fast enough. That one's not going to score. And now Crab hitting that one towards center field. Gets a 100 boost.
Bumped, knocked him out of the momentum, though.
And with just the clock counting down and just a few seconds left, once the ball hits the ground, that will be game. Wartburg trying to sneak another one in. Pad the stats a bit. Yeah, everybody doing a great job of keeping this ball in the air. And there we go. Now it'll finally hit the ground. Wartburg, even though it says Series 1-0, because we had to remake the lobby, it's really 2-0 in favor of Wartburg. So on their way to sweep, just like the orange team did earlier tonight.
Yeah, and this one definitely is. I think it's a win and you're in. For the orange team, it's kind of you have to hope things go your way, hope tiebreakers fall, as we currently have up the Missouri Valley, Missouri and S&T game up on my little laptop here.
Remind me, who does Wartburg need to lose and to win here?
S&T.
SMT to
lose.
Okay, we need.
Yeah, and Missouri Valley is currently top ranked in the division, so they're going for 1 seed.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's just a good overall game. 2 total shots for Buena Vista compared to the Knights. 11 once again, another time getting just above the double digits.
Yeah, the shot differential is huge. I mean, even if the shots aren't going in, every time that a shot happens, I mean, the defense has to stretch thin. They have to get out of position in order to make the save. They have to use boost to make the save. And look at that legend with 5 saves. Fantastic defense there, but can't save them all. At some point, you need to completely break out of your defensive half to reset and get some offensive pressure going. I think they did an okay job of that the first game, but the second game seemed like Wartburg was just on the offensive time after time after time. And just pure speed, something that I think this Wartburg white team excels at, is just speed of getting to the ball. They frequently, anytime there's a jump ball, frequently Wartburg is either there first or at the same time. Like what I mentioned earlier about every time Buena Vista thinks that they have a free ball, a member of Wartburg's there, just shut it down immediately. And that ball is going to be popped right up. Who's going to be there? Lewis and Clark there to shut it down. Challenge against Legend. Setsky, last one back, going to go up the wall, and that demo is going to clear a lot of space. Setsky unable to make the touch, though. Luckily, that demo came through. Otherwise, that could have been a goal opportunity. Crab going to pass it back over one. Gets bumped, though, unable to follow up.
Tap back over to the middle by Lewis and Clark. Setsky just unable to handle it nicely.
A great bump there. That's going to give Lewis and Clark all the time in the world to catch this ball, possess it, flicks it past one, starts an offensive pressure, still 60 boosts to work with. Pinches it in the corner, past another. Is that going to go in? No, he had a shot opportunity. There was the smallest of gaps right there. He might have been able to take it all the way himself.
Yeah, just a tad early on it. Yeah, Big Mario just able to jump over Lewis and Clark, avoiding the demo. I mean, when you see a guy flying in like that without the ball, that's, you know what he's going for.
Yeah, full speed ahead. I love the incoming quick chat. It's great when you demo somebody. And almost 2 minutes left in, or 2 minutes into this game, and it's still scoreless after a 3-goal game. I thought I was about to jinx it again.
Yeah, just nice defense, though, by Buena Vista. As no one's near a ball open in the middle.
Yeah, dangerous to leave that ball empty like that. A little bit of miscommunication there from Buena Vista as one player was trying to pass it back and the other player was trying to take the shot at the same time. Yeah, Wartburg unable to find as many free possessions as they had the past game. I mean, we saw that one from Lewis and Clark earlier where he almost took it the whole way by himself. But so far, Wartburg's also still trying to find their footing. They're on the offensive half for most of this game, but not clean possessions. As that ball almost sneaks in. Just kind of dribbles across the goal line there. Lewis and Clark taking it down the side. No more boost to work with. Tries to get a bump. No boost to steal either. Going to have to retreat. Crab is there. Going to possess it. Pops it high off the ceiling to himself. Gets another touch there. Is anybody there middle to shoot? Setsky's up. Gets denied. And that ball's just going to be left wide open for Lewis and Clark. Somebody had to cut rotation to challenge there. Everybody's going to be awkward now for side of Buena Vista. Let's see how Wartburg can capitalize.
Yeah, this game's kind of just all been about the slightest of missed timings, and balls just kind of left open for no one to get. That's why we're seeing, with a minute and a half left, I almost did jinxed it there.
Yeah.
Scoreless with just under now a minute and a half to go. It's just kind of been nobody's able to quite capitalize on the mistakes each other are making.
And a free ball opportunity there for the side of Wartburg, but some missed touches not allowing them to maintain that possession.
And another thing, we are once again seeing a Wartburg out shooting their opponents by quite the margin. Currently 9-2 in terms of total shots. So they've been on the offensive for most of this. It's just when it comes to it, they aren't able to put it into the net.
Yeah, lots of hitting the post, lots of hitting the crossbar. That one's going to go wide. Setsky hitting the post again. There it is. Setsky was just slightly in the wrong position there. He couldn't get to the ball in time. He was not expecting that pass to go through.
Tried to pinch it off the wall, at least hit it a little bit harder. It falls right in front of him.
Lewis and Clark going to be back to make that save. It looked scary for a second since it was a 3-on-1. Oh, and Wartburg almost snuck it past the last defender there with a quick pass off the backboard. And the net's open with 10 seconds left. Lewis and Clark puts it in.
Yeah, that's a little bit earlier in the game. That ball would have just been left there. Lewis and Clark probably in the corner trying to find the full. However, just where he needs to be, 1-0 might be all it needs.
And this is game 3. If Wartburg takes this, that will be the series for tonight. And they're going to smack that ball to the ground. And Wartburg with the win tonight. Quick games from both teams. Wartburg with 2 3-0s in a row. I think this is the first time so far that we've had both teams 3-0 on a night, and both on stream at least. And we can see those final stats of this last game there once again. Just the shot differential. That is 14 shots, or not 14, 13 shots. I can do math. To 2 on the side of BVU. Quick 3-0. And 3 demos again on the side of Wartburg. I think Wartburg, both teams do a fantastic job at demoing. Just creates so much space. You can imagine any other sport where you can just decide to force one opponent to be out of the game for 3 whole seconds. That's crazy. It's such a good tactic. I mean, it's hard to pull off, of course, but
yeah, you have to set yourself up right. You have to have the speed. You have to make sure that they don't jump over you so you don't miss completely and put yourself in a useless position. But yeah, that's regular season done. I do believe that should be them locked in the playoffs if all things are given. But no matter what, they end the season 5-2. So yeah, what it's looking like, they will end up in that top 4.
And to give you guys an update on the MST game, it could go either way. MST, we need them to lose in order for us to take that bottom seed spot from them. And right now they are down 0-2 in the series.
Yeah, however, they do have a 1-goal lead with just under 20 seconds left. But yeah, in terms of White, they finished the season 5-2. Orange finishes, what is that, 4-3. And Rocket and Wartburg Black, I believe they ended it 0-7 on the year.
So well done to them. We will be seeing more Rocket League as we head into this postseason, which is always very exciting. Would be sad for this to be the last stream, but it will not. We have more to come. Also, MVEC is still going on. So next week we will have a Smash game on Monday, and we will have a one last Rocket League game on that Tuesday for that season. Postseason won't be all the way until March, so stay tuned for that. Rocket League will have to stay in shape in that long off season of theirs before postseason happens. And Smash for MVEC needs to win.
Just
for
win
sure
out
on Sunday, and their other game on Monday. Smash has 2 games left. They're also traveling to a larger tournament on Sunday, so stay tuned to social media for that. See how that goes in the tournament. And we're also playing one of our MVEC matches there in person, so we don't have to deal with Nintendo Wi-Fi. But thanks for tuning in tonight. It's been some good Rocket League going, and have a good one.